Okay. Alright. I think I have everything set up correctly. No new patches this time. Okay. I'm a little bit late because I had only intended to watch one episode of the new season of My Hero Academia. I had been left off somewhere kind of in the middle, and I ended up watching 4 and finishing the season. Was it 3 or 4? I don't know even anymore. All I know is I couldn't stop. I'm sorry I'm late. I have no excuse. That's what happened. I fess up. It was really good, though. If you haven't seen My Hero Academia and, well, you think that's the kind of thing you might like, it's awesome. If you don't like that sort of thing, well, I don't know what to tell you. Go watch something you like, then. Okay. Like me! Playing Master of Magic. Hey, that's what you're doing right now. So here are my thoughts that have been rolling around in my head for 3 days. I know I set myself up, yeah, here I am. I know I set myself up to invade and hold. God, can I even... Okay, yeah, that's about what I thought it looked like. Red. What has Red been up to? Oh yes, winning. That's what she's been doing. I wish I had these spells. I really need to milk spells out of her. Badly. And I know that was what was driving this punch, but I think it's wrong. And here's why. I think this war needs to be much quicker. I don't think I'm set up to win the war cleanly. And the alliances mean that I'll find myself at war with these two. I'm under a lot of time pressure. I know that they'll lock down the game if I give them too much time. She is really growing out of control in terms of research. But those alliances are a real problem. I think what I need to do is I need to have enough army set up that I can take multiple cities more or less simultaneously. Now, since we're looking at magicians everywhere... Good grief, it really is magicians everywhere. Good grief. Okay, that's even more than I thought. Holy crap. Okay, it's halfling magicians. Well, I happen to know what their stats are. Not you. Okay. Now, the funny thing about magicians is I can't use... Nobody ever took this? You have magicians in every one of your cities, but you didn't want the Orhalcon. Really? Okay. Well, who am I to argue? Okay, then. Alright. I need an army that can punch through magicians. Now, there are 2 things that I can do. I can pour firestorms on them, and I was on the edge of being able to do 2 at once. That might be enough by itself, but I need an army that can punch into that. She'll have a lot of life magic, and all those magicians will be spellcasters. So, right, I have an instant wall going up. I forgot that. Should I turn that off and change that out for something else? I guess I'm gonna let that go. Man, we have a rebel problem. I wonder what would happen if I did this. More money. Less money. Alright. Alright. That's better. So, what I was thinking was angels. One angel with a few units next to each of these cities. I drop a firestorm on it, and they step in. depending on how much damage the firestorm does, it's possible that I could be taking as many as 2 cities a turn with the firestorms. Since they're all magicians, I guess it's kind of going to be the plan. What's going on over on this end? Still magicians, from what I can tell. Okay. Holding the cities is going to be less of an issue if I have a lot of armies in place. Now, unfortunately, most of my cities are not really rigged up to do this. But... oh, not that one. Here's the Orc City. Okay. So, things I can do. I could make a fantastic stable and go Wyverns. I could take my Clackons and start producing Stag Beetles, actually. And I have Lizardmen that can do Dragon Turtles. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave these walls going for 1 turn. We're going to try to get that little bit more oomph. I'm probably going to rush produce some buildings, including amplification towers, and I'm going to try to rush produce Stag Beetles and Angels. That's my plan. I have several different plans, but I think that's going to be the baseline. I want to set up around as many cities as I can all at once. I am going to want to milk her for spells, but that runs the very real risk of getting 2 wars flying into me. Very bad wars. I should probably knock out the last few things in this world while I set up. I probably have enough time. Did I ever get the spell Water Walking? Or was that just something I saw in my artifacts? Might not be bad. No, don't Water Walk. Somebody could dispel the whole stack. Which is my nightmare. I am so afraid of those blue mages. I can't even tell you. If I could make an alliance with green. Oh, if I could have an alliance with green. Just something to slow down the impending war. I might try for it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting turn. Okay. We're going to go ahead. Karak. Oh, right! The Lizardmen got a different boat. I remember that being mentioned. We're going to go with those. I need this now. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, fine. Might as well. Okay, you guys are going to be producing beetles. Big, bad beetles. As many of you as possible. Okay, I need this. Amplification towers everywhere that can. We will have the casting skill, even if one of them falls. Okay, were you taking these here? That's fine. Alright. So. Okay, this army was moving. Slingers are of limited use, but they can defend. Did someone have arms, Master? Was it you? No, it was not you. Someone is an arms master, I know it. You? You. Okay. Don't waste anything if you can help it. Alright. You two. Unlikely. Unlikely. But we can try. Prayer. Blur. Healed. Are you strong enough? I don't think you are. I need that one spell. I need to research it. That one spell. Real specific, I know. The one. Can't think of what it's called. No! Oh well, it was a long shot. And very wasteful. Alright. What's it called? Supreme Light. That would have made the angels unstoppable. It gives them like a ton of defense and, stuff? I forget. I know it's crazy for spellcasting heroes and life creatures. Yeah, magic users, so wizards too, magicians too. +2 melee and a ranged attack, defense equal to 1/3 their current resistance. That's what it was. That's another spell I'm in terror of, but anyway, alright. What are we gonna do? Should I take this moment to make artifacts? We have all of our slots filled, but I could think about this a little. I wanted to make a series of dispelling trinkets at some point. Right, I remember looking this over. Let me just double check things. Wands can give true sight. And aiming. Spell save. If I do this, or I could summon a pile of angels, one of the two. I'm gonna summon a pile of angels. That and buffs on my soon-to-be army of beetles and things. I hope I'm not misgauging this war. I really do. Alright, let me think. I've got a ton of magicians. An angel leading every army would be the best. We can potentially have... Let's just start massing everything over here on this side. We'll gather together all the magicians and slingers and everything I can forge, and we'll stuff them all in this area. We'll divide them up into their platoons, and we'll put them next to each city. The objective is to conquer as many cities in as short a time as possible. Actually, that spell, Supreme Light, could be a nightmare. She could have it. She's got magicians in every city. I need to just break her immediately in case somebody else declares, oh my gosh, that's the last thing I wanted to see. Good grief, does she have every one of them now? Every very rare spell? Maybe she'll start casting the spell of mastery and everyone will get in on this and dogpile her. I don't know. I should cast Detect Magic. That way, if she starts casting the spell of mastery and somebody spell blasts it, I'll be able to see that it's been spell blasted. 2 sorcery mages. Odds are high someone's got that. Odds are 100% someone's got that by now. I mean, one of them has like... I don't know how many blue books. A lot. One of them has a lot of blue books. Alright. Yeah, I think you're gonna go for Riverns. You're gonna go for Beetles. You are very happy to provide that amplification tower. Good, good. Amplify, amplify, amplify. I have half a mind to bring my wizards back to my capital. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna just start positioning them. Get out of my way. I need to deliver things. I have to run around and do stuff. Alright, keep making the magicians. They're good. Alright, fine. I could make floating islands all day. I'm gonna get some of them over there. You can train them like you're doing now. What was in here? Ugh. I could probably take that if I went for it. Sitting around is feeling so wasteful. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. If I could take 6 to 8 of her cities in the opening move, in the opening few turns, just back to back to back, 2 at a time, ideally, I would effectively remove her from the game. Well, not quite, but close enough. If I could take this entire northern continent here in short order before anyone else could declare war on me, I wouldn't have time to consolidate. But I might be able to handle somebody else going to war with me at that point. Maybe. Iffy, iffy, iffy. I need to get these magicians in on this. I'm just going to make another floating island there. I'll just disband the floating islands I've already... Well, no, I won't. I need those two, because those will be for the beetles. Dragon turtles can walk on water. The beetles cannot. They're a great band, though. They had a few good songs, at least. Okay. Dragon turtles. Stables. 2 fantastic stables. Okay. Wyvern riders are a go. More food. Need more food. Halflings really don't have a late game thing. Except for their research. Their research is nice. Their late game is, we hope we serve a good, powerful wizard. Okay, where am I putting this? Okay, this needs to go over there. Oh, these guys need a trainer. Well, we'll see what we can do. Same with these over here. Okay, in. I could use Altar of Battle, man. I only have a few production centers. Man, I could make use of it. Is there really nothing else you guys can hit? Alright, alright. Alright. Keep it up. Actually, I don't need this many. 2 can service this just fine. Okay. Alright, I'm over the margin. How many cities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Okay. At least 12 angels. I'll probably want at least 3 stag beetles or turtles per army. The rest of the army can just be magicians and slingers, which are mostly for holding the city once it's taken and just drawing fire away from the turtles and things. Assuming that they're not warded against firestorms, I should be able to really give them a thorough thrashing. Oh, by the way, what's going on over here? Holy weapon? Those don't help me in any way, shape, or form. Maybe. It could help. You never know. Alright, before you start spewing out wyverns, let's get the barracks and all. Stag beetles, go. Go, 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 go. You're a go. Okay. Good, good, good. Keep it up. Oh, a Mechanican's Guild would be good. Alright. 1 for here. First turtle. What? You guys can't make a war college? Slackers. Hey, how's it going, Brimire? Okay, our cities are pretty well fortified down south. Down everywhere, really. Okay, keep training. I really Wish I had archangels. God, if only I could trade into the good stuff. Crusade. Just had to add that to the list. I wonder if I could just junction everything of hers. I really would like to know if this protects from Firestorm. It should, but does it? Yeah. I work afternoons. Actually, for a long, long time, I worked graveyard shift, so I'm used to staying up till 4 a.m. or actually, I was used to staying up all night, but I've gotten used to making 4 a.m. my bedtime most of the year, except in summers when my schedule gets stupid. Can't believe one of the few Aura Halcon in the world is being ignored like that. It's a crime. I thought and plotted and plotted and thought. And I came up with a plan, which I am in the middle of executing. I had last Wednesday, I had planned to just cut her head off to grab whatever I could, but the longer I thought about it, the more I realized I would probably lose the game if I did that. Because she's in an alliance with 2 players, and yeah, if I play whack-a-mole with her, I'm gonna find myself at war with both of them. And that won't work. I need to take her lands and milk her spells, but I need to do it very rapidly, like strike very quickly, so that I can be in a position to receive a war from somebody else. And by whatever means I have to, I need to make sure that green is not one of the people that declares war on me. So my current scheme is I am amassing my armies outside of every single city she has on this continent. I'm going to strike all of them. Well, I got my spell skill up high enough. I can firestorm twice per turn. My plan is to be able to move at a speed of at least 2 cities per turn through this entire continent, and have enough forces that when each time I take a city, I can hold it. Which is a lot to ask for, actually. But I've got... because every city she has, and I do mean every city she has, is filled with magicians that are immune to slings, and bringing my own magicians, that just doesn't work. I'm going with stag beetles, turtles, and of course the firestorms. Out of every city that can produce them, basically. I just built up all the buildings. Food is becoming increasingly... What happened? I forgot one. How did I forget one? Did I forget others? Oh my gosh, how did I forget others? Oh, these are the cities that already had walls. Because I did it as the walls finished. I can up my production a whole lot more. That's very good. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can ramp my production of beetles way up. So we're gonna do that. Also, Riverns, I don't know, because I can. God, I wish I had... How'd I screw that up? I should have... Oh well. Whatever it costs, we need to get this stuff out. Oh, and every single stack is going to be led by an angel. I am, at the moment, getting angels in position outside of every one of her cities, around which the armies will form. I think 2 or 3 beetles or turtles, and then the rest will just be slingers and magicians. I'm probably going to buff all the angels. Probably. I wish I had times to level them up with Arms Master, But Ramu just cast Crusade on top of everything else. And I'm really coming to the conclusion that she might just have every single very rare life spell in the game at this point. I'm just going to play under the assumption she does. And Supreme Light would give the Halfling Magicians, like, I don't know, +3 defense? Maybe more? I'm not sure what their resistance is. I should check. A lot. A lot defense. It's scary. Because it will make them much harder to kill. Nobody else is declaring war on me still, though. I mean, this whole plan could get derailed at a moment's notice. Does that include Firestorm? Does a Chaos Conjunction include Firestorm? I should know this, but I do not. All these great production bonuses from inspirations mean these units are going to pour forth in a black tide upon the land. Yes. And I don't know how I'm going to feed them all. I'm not even sure what the maintenance cost is off the top of my head. Alright, and one for you. She's just gonna keep summoning archangels. Alright. So you lot are gonna head up this way. Alright. I want magicians in each stack. Ooh, targets. Oh, man. Well, I'm not giving her the XP. Where's my heroes? I caught this. Oops. Yay for free XPs. Okay. You're with them. Alright, we're going to divide you guys up shortly. Get down here. Keep massing. Keep going. All aboard. I want this entire land to be squirming. That's how many beetles I want. Well, actually, that's more of her tactic with wizards. I want more tightly focused knife points of units. I want those knives to be at her throat. She has a lot of throats, so I need a lot of knives. She's got the better globals. She's got the better summons. She can make all the same units I can, it seems. And in greater quantities. But mine are going to be positioned in all the right places. I could split my heroes up and give... I've got a lot of good heroes. I could split them up and put one with each army, and then have them jump over to the other armies to minimize losses and guarantee successes everywhere. I mean, I'd rather... But if I take this continent from her, that's it for her. There'll be no recovery. I think it all comes down to that. This war has to be fast, and I can't afford to lose lose units during it. Every single hit has to be a success. Oop. Don't forget your barracks and your war college. You can't go into battle without them. This is gonna be a lot of beetles. But between my everything, I can float a fairly large army. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Guys. I'm gonna figure this out and train as many with the Arms Master as I can manage during the time I have. Somehow. Maintenance cost of 2. Hmm. Sanctify. Huh, they only cost 1. Sanctify is such an interesting spell. I'd love to spend a whole bunch of time casting it. I don't think I will, though. My income is definitely fallen. Largely because I turned off so many trade goods, but, you know. Hi. Okay. Sure. I have no idea why she did that, but okay. Just visiting her allies, I guess, touring their lands. Must be a scouting thing. I really should get a settler up here. Can't let that go to waste. What kind of settler, though? Wish I had high men. Or high... well, those are slow. Maybe orcs. Okay. Beetles, 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 beetles. Okay. One to here. Okay. Okay, you're training here. Pick up 3 more with their adamant. Okay, you're gonna park here. Okay, in. Keep them rolling. Yeah, and? Look, me money bin's only a third full. How am I supposed to swim around in it when there's not nearly enough? Go. This is coming together very quickly. This is very rapid production here. This is very, very rapid production here. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I'll probably have another giant army amassed by the time I've sorted out the logistics of getting all the units in place. Well, I've been told that money breeds money, right? Right? Takes money to make money or something like that? Yeah, that's how money works. Really? So pouring it all into one place will obviously make it multiply. It will breed for us. Then we'll have all the gold we need. And as we know, flooding the economy with more gold only makes an economy better. There's nothing in history to indicate any other thing that could happen with a ton of... Oh, what'd I get? Holy arms. Right, I wanted that. Oh yeah, I have a death book now. Holy arms. That is good. I really need this one. But let's pick up some garbage and see if I got anything really interesting in my death spell book. We can cast Holy Arms later. Okay. I think I need one in this territory. I think I need just one more. But we'll probably produce a few extra. No, better excuse. Scrooge McDucking, yes, money is power. The more money I rub all over my body, the more magical I become. Flawless logic. Nobody can argue with it, because none of my underlings knows how magic works anyway. If I say that's how it works, they'll have to believe. Alright. This may be the rapidest army I've ever forged. Okay, I need to find a slot to put you, and it looks like it's going to be over here. Go, 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 go. Yes! Then again, my production capacity is off the charts. Every city with inspirations, plus the Omniscient, and I found that book, that death book, plus the high population from Omniscience. Yeah. Still gonna be a nightmare of a war, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. Maybe this will go smoothly. Maybe I'll clobber all of her cities before she can do anything. But I have this sneaking suspicion all these gigantic armies are not going to disperse peacefully. Yes, exactly. No, not devaluing. That's the wrong word. We're, increasing the quantity of currency so that everyone can have more of it. I mean, you know, those poor bakers only receiving a couple denarii for their loaves of bread, how much better will their quality of life be? How much better will they feel when an entire wheelbarrow full of denarii is given to them for each loaf of bread? It's better, objectively better, because they're receiving more for their work, right? Just stands to reason. Yes, she's mono white. Magical rock candy. Ah, crud, I didn't get a single interesting spell in my death book. Well, I mean, Black Sleep might be good, I guess. I could churn out a lot of Night Stalkers. I mean, I could just churn out a lot of them. Could be interesting. Okay. This should be the last one. Alright. Now, I could keep pumping them out. Or... I could start casting buffs. That and that. I can do both of those. Fairly rapidly. I could do one each turn. That's 9 turns. It's going to take me longer just to get the logistics in play. I should probably just have a few angels on standby, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, you know what I should do. Because I've only got one city that can produce these, and the city is very isolated all by itself out here, it should have its own angel. I don't know what this guy's been hanging around for. I'm just going to dismiss him. We're going to get a real army in here. Okay, you've got 2 slingers with flame blade. Okay. 2 of the good magicians, but they're level nothing. A fire giant, for what that's worth. We're going to get you... We're going to get you some real guardians. But not this thing. This thing's stupid. God. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get some stuff in there. The great thing about angels is that they're very fast. And I can potentially relocate them someplace else where they're needed in a hurry. So having just a stock of them over there, not a bad idea at all. At least that's what I'm telling myself. How often does somebody have a bad idea and immediately think, this is a bad idea, I should implement it? Not often. At least I don't think it happens very often. Considering the sheer volume of bad ideas that happen in society, sheer number of bad ideas I've encountered in my life, here, there, and everywhere, maybe they do. Maybe people actually do realize. Huh. Oh well. Yep. Needing food. As expected, every city is going to have to work harder to feed everything. Because holy crap. This army is insane. Hyperinflation to be the goal of all proper economics. Yes! Oh, jeez. The gold, my Orichalcon is a, orc city, actually. I think. So that I can make orc magicians out of there. And potentially, yeah, pretty much it's just for the magicians. There are different kinds of libertarians. We actually have a lot of libertarians up here in Alaska. It's just a lot. We have a... This is kind of as far as you can get away from... We have less laws than most other places. On the state level and the county level. So we have a lot of them up here. I am not a big fan of the gold and silver standard because I understand what money is. I basically boil it down to this simple question. Why does gold have value? Because we think it has value. Why does a piece of fabric that's got green and some past person's face on it have value? Because we think it has value. That's it. That's the sum total. Oh, well, we can't counterfeit gold and silver. Oh, really? Is that going to remain true forever? Is there not going to be some technology that ever changes in that way? Okay, let's pretend that no technology ever allows us to create either substance. Fine. Space. We're going to get into space inevitably. Whether or not it happens in our lifetime or not is another matter, but inevitably, assuming there's not some crazy catastrophic societal collapse, we're going to be up there mining asteroids and other planets. Once you get out to those asteroid belt, the Kepler belt and stuff, the value of resources is going to dramatically alter. Very dramatically be altered. And I can't even say to what extent. But I'm willing to bet that substances like gold and silver, I don't know. I have a feeling that the rings of Saturn have probably been over time sorting by weight. I'm just assuming, okay, I have no great big scientific theory to expound on you. It just seems likely to me that over time, there's probably a band of pure gold somewhere in the rings of Saturn. And technology doesn't progress linearly, like people think it does. Technology tends to move rapidly and, kind of fall off and then make another jump. And people rarely can predict in what ways. Look at what happened with computers and how rapidly it has happened. What I'm saying is, I don't think that gold is necessarily going to remain valuable forever. I know it's not. And I think it's going to, and then there's always the possibility we could just find giant gold mines someplace unexpected. Like, look at this! There's this gigantic vein in Antarctica, that has 5 times the gold of everything else we've found on the planet. Shit happens. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of fiat currencies. I'm just saying I don't buy the gold and silver standard is the best. And it's certainly not objective value. I've heard gold called objective value. It is not objective value, it is subjective value. It is. It's valuable because we think it is, just like everything else. Food might be considered an objective value. Maybe. You could certainly make a lot better argument for that. Food does not make a very good currency. I mean, I don't want to carry around a whole bunch of spaghetti in my pockets. So, yeah. I don't have the answer. I just don't think that gold is the answer. Gold is an excellent conductor and impervious to corrosion. That is true. It actually is, I think it's the best conductor of all pure metals. I could be mistaken, but I think it's the best conductor of all the pure elements. So, I mean, it doesn't have no value. In the Middle Ages, why was it valuable? Because it was shiny. Jewelry, yeah, again, gemstones kind of fall in the same camp. I'll tell you particularly, I would not invest in diamonds. If I were going to buy a gem, I wouldn't pick a diamond unless I just really wanted a diamond for some reason, because I know that they are way overpriced. De Beers are geniuses. Geniuses of advertising, geniuses of control. Diamonds are very common. As it so turns out. Let's see. It's not... I don't think it's... I don't believe... I mean... Yes, economics could be called a political subject, but I don't think economics is politics. I don't really... I think that economics is something that is... How do I put this? It's like foundational. It's something that everything we have is built upon. So yes, politics is built on it too, but everything is built on economics. It's like the basis of society. It's just the bedrock. You can't play any strategy game without dealing with some form of economics. I mean, even the most abstract games like StarCraft, you'd be surprised at just how much it comes down to economics. They generally call that the macro game, and if your macro game isn't up to, if your macro game ain't good enough, you're not getting anywhere. No matter how good you are at the micro, if you can't build enough workers and have enough boots on the ground in battle, more stuff beats less stuff. So I honestly don't consider economic discussion to be political in nature. Feel free to disagree with me on that. Platinum. Oh, really? Platinum is better than gold? And silver... Wait, silver is better than gold? Seriously? Really? Yeah, graphene is going to be big. They figured out how to make it cheaply, finally. Using tape. I heard a very interesting scheme for producing it very cheaply that might be even better than that. We'll see. Emeralds, rubies, sapphires, which are all the same thing. They're all actually the same rock. Essentially, man, I've burned through so much money. I'm going to have to do something about it. My economy... I had a lot of money and power. Diamonds can be really shiny, actually. They can be really pretty if they're cut well and set well and large enough. You're ready to go spaghetti-based economy? You'll have to carry M&Ms for small change. Iron. Really? I don't remember that. I read several Dragonlance books. I don't remember that. I actually like interesting currencies in fantasy novels. In my second fantasy novel, they didn't have a lot of metal, and they didn't have any precious metals on this chain of islands that it takes place on. So they had a lot of jade, and so they were using jade as currency. But they had wizards. I mean, they had a way to just manufacture what amounted to coins out of jade, and if they broke, they could be repaired because, you know. They had people literally dedicated to creating and maintaining their currency, because of course they did. Then you've got the Stormlight Archive, where their currency is essentially magical. That's pretty cool. I like that. The spheres. I like their currency. I love the Stormlight Archive. It's just a great series of novels. Especially the first one. Yeah, I keep my channel politics free. It's not that I don't have political opinions. It's not that I don't like discussing politics. But I'm afraid that politics have infested everything, and I'm kind of sick of it. I dislike picking up a novel and feel like somebody is trying to... Oh, I don't want to get too deep into it. I've come to grow tired of politics being in all things, so I keep the politics out of my YouTube channel. When somebody says, in the final analysis, everything is political, I disagree! Whether or not I choose to eat a bagel in the morning is not political. Thank you very much. Not everything is political. Thank you very much. And it shouldn't be. Yeah, heavy elements are rare because they're heavy. And they sink. Physics always wins. Always. You have to play by the rules of physics. There's no cheating yet. I make no predictions about the technology of tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Am I seriously this much of my power to equal my current? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Well, it's time to start balancing our budgets. One more angel, then I have to stop. They're too expensive. And instead go into really expensive buffs. It's a great plan. Big expensive buffs. Let's keep making these beetles that are eating all of our food. It's okay, we can just start feeding people to them. Crap, I'm not quite keeping up with chat. I missed something. Something about computers. Yeah, I really like magic systems that are well thought out. And I've already mentioned earlier today while I was playing Wizardry 8 how much it drives me crazy. I even gave examples of stuff where it's just... Yeah. I was talking about Piers Anthony at the time. Tippyverse. Yes, I am a monster! Ah ha ha ha! Oh, you're talking about, in the core rulebooks, Wizards of the Coast. Oh, yeah. Well, see, that depends. Also depends on which edition. What? Are you kidding? You have to be joking. Really? Dragon Pass? You mean... Hold on. This has you worried? Really? You're afraid of this guy? You sure? Really? She's not worried. I have things parked outside half her cities now. She should be worried, but she ain't. Sounds like excuses again. Yeah, I think one of the assumptions of D&D's core books, at least the older editions, always was wizards were really rare. There's a reason they charge such an absurd fortune to cast spells. Because the number of sorcerers and wizards is like almost no one. Like 1 in a million or something. Maybe a little a little more common than that, but it's pretty rare. There's just not supposed to be a lot of wizards. But then you read the campaign worlds and you get the feeling that just everyone's a wizard. Next idling to rule the gods should be, 2 weeks from now, give or take. We're an idle cooking emperor. Until I have that gold dragon. Which I already have, by the way. Spoilers! I do get the dragon! And I'd bring it back into idling to rule the gods. And during that time, all I was doing was pet challenges. I literally just back-to-back ultimate pet challenges. There wasn't much to say about most of them. So... okay. Actually, that's good enough. I'm going to separate from this army and move to training the next. What? Oh, I see. Alright. I think we've just about done it here. Okay. We're going to start moving everything into its places, and that means it's time for another spell that has a huge maintenance cost. Alright. Is it time to move everything in place? We're going to start moving everything in place. Ah! Yeah, it's just a shame the adamant slingers are utterly helpless against the magicians. I am not quite so picky. It really depends on the writing. You can have an interesting high magic world. I mean, I just finished reading, I just finished the Codex Alera, the last book of, I just finished the last book of, you know, the whole Furies of Calderon through First Lord's Fury, and that was a setting where everyone had Furycraft. Just everyone had some level of magic. There were many times I felt like people they were fighting weren't using their Furycraft enough, but aside from that nitpick... Oh, hey, look, more beetles. Yeah, sure, why not? You know, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Let me see, just get them over there. At the same time, I've enjoyed books that are quite the other way around. Okay. You know, there's a lot of truth to what you said. In fact, that's largely the genesis of most of the tabletop gaming systems. Whether they were trying to make characters like from Tolkien or Elric of Melniboné, Moorcock's various writings, not just Elric, he wrote a lot of stuff, but the Eternal Champions, or just various other things. Okay, alright. Alright, let's see. Let's call 2 to here. Can I get 2 to there? No, there's something in the way that I can't see, huh? Alright. 2 to here. 2 to there. Go ahead and put 1 over there. And another. Okay. 1 to here. 1 to there. 1 to here. 1 to here. 1 to there. Oh, right, of course. You can join them, figure out what's going on. Alright, hop back in here. No more arms master training for anyone. Okay. We're gonna need to make some boats. Some floating islands. Alright. Getting everything into position. More beetles! We'll have waves of beetles. If for any reason this fails, there'll be plenty more. Oh my gosh, will there be beetles? Oh my gosh, well, my army is not even measuring up. Holy crap! Can we even see what all these beetles are doing? No, we can't. I'm making so many beetles and it's not even factoring in. What is going on? I've got more than I can transport. I'm gonna need to make more transports. To my shock. Okay. Not everyone's gonna have a Wyvern since there's only one city producing those. Probably be okay. Alright, we'll have Holy Arms down next turn. I'll make the added transports. I'm gonna start buffing the angels. There are DMs that are absolutely follow the book. I tend to be careful about what supplements I want to allow, but I tend to make up a lot of house rules and things. I tend to write a lot of my own classes and spells and things. Like, a lot. I dived very heavily into 3rd edition when I was in high school. I had played some 2nd edition, but I dived super heavily and was trying to write expansions. I was trying to actually get published books, which never worked out, but I had basically sunk so much time into understanding the nuances of that system that, yeah. So whenever I DM, even in Pathfinder to this day, it's like, most of it is house rules. But I am always clear about what is and isn't, you know, going on. Like, I give out printouts and stuff of all the stuff that I've, you know, that's being relevant. Yeah. Kind of like Darklands, huh? Yep. Yeah, I know some people that are big, hardcore 2nd Ed fans, for whom 3rd edition up is not true D&D. To be fair, 4th edition is not true D&D. I don't know what it is. Oh no! No, Raymu, no, bullshit, no. Shit. What is it? What is it? What is it? What even is it? A Nightblades? How do you get Nightblades? What are you doing with Nightblades? This is crap. I don't have any good answers. Oh my gosh! This is garbage. Oops. Well, that was stupid. Did that start a war? No, it made you uneasy, though. God. You know what? Alright. We're just gonna kind of float around and deposit them as we go. Alright. Alright, we now have to distribute everything. Oh, I've done that. But I had players, I've always had players that are super into the combat and the, you know, all that kind of stuff. And you have to make the combat interesting. It's an entire art to making good encounters. And if you're gonna do combat heavy, you have to have a... You can't do the theater of the mind thing. You actually have to have a physical location with things that represent the characters being pushed around. I mean, it doesn't have to be miniatures. You can just use anything, really. Like, just use a coin. But, you know, as long as everyone knows where they are, that's critical that everyone knows where they are and where the monsters are. Otherwise, it's no fun. It doesn't work at all without that. Alright. Alright, let's see. You guys have already passed your turns. Fine, fine. We'll load up. First edition. I have some first edition stuff before they had the word advanced tacked on. Back when elf was your class. It's like, yes, I'm an elf. Well, what class are you? Elf. That's it. It has a level progression. Yeah. Let me see. I think I said I wanted 3 in each. Okay, we'll figure this out. You're gonna head around towards up here and distribute as you go. You're gonna pick those up and distribute this way. You'll have to step over here. We'll work this out. We'll get this flowing. Okay, I'm gonna start with you. However much it costs, this war is going to be quick and brutal. Get ambushed by 4 cloud giants and 20 mercenaries. Resolved in 20 minutes. How many players? Yeah, fights shouldn't just happen off of a random thing rolled with dice. I tend to spend so much time building the encounters. And I rarely use monsters. Almost everything that they fight has class levels. I spend so much. Oh, Reimu is attacking me. this. This isn't meant to hold off an army. These aren't actually enchanted. There's nothing I can possibly use to hold this off. Wish I had invisibility. That would help. This will never go through. Nope, this shaman is toast. Ooh, she's got high prayer. Well, she's taking a node from me. Ah, shit. She's declared war on me. Slingers. Can't stop that. This one's not ready. Actually, I should have had the angel cast. No, it can't. Of course not. Weapon. Heroism, true sight. Oh boy. High prayer, that's a problem. Oh, they're gonna be obnoxious, aren't they? Yuck. True sight. What are you expecting? Alright, it's okay. We'll get this step by step. I need these to hold. I need them to. Surge. No, no, that would be a very bad idea. Flame blade. Blur. I don't actually know healing. I can't let this thing get hurt anymore. Every little bit. Go for it. Oh, this is too soon. Crud. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I could try dispelling the high prayer. If that went away, that would make a huge difference. She's still casting spells. Bless? To fight an angel with? Okay. She attacks me in 100 places at once. I'm not going to be able to spend mana crystals like this. Didn't get it done. Oh well, looks like it doesn't matter. I can punish her for this. Alright, so just invulnerability plus Lionheart plus Blur plus Prayer is enough for an angel to take slingers. Oh, and Guardian Wind. I wish I was getting XP for this. Maybe I should have sent my heroes to these locations. No, that'd be risking them. Oops. Maybe I could just give her some money and broker a temporary peace till I'm ready. You know, those cost a lot of mana to summon. How much much casting skill does she have? I thought she was heavily research focused. I'm an actual archmage. I think she's got more casting skill than me anyway. And I've been focused on it all game. I really wish I could heal right now. You know what? I'm not fighting that. Go away. Problem with mono life? Yeah, she's really trying to destroy me. Okay, magicians galore. But there's also slingers. I can't hold. I cannot maintain. Can I punish this? I don't see how. No, I can't punish this. But angels have movement 5. They can probably get away. Oh my gosh. I can't. Great. All over the place. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, ooh! Ah, Bonus 2. Windwalk. Man, I wish I had these. Supernatural. Primal force. We're not ready. We're just not. We're just not ready. It's a lot of spell casting. 14 defense. Not hard enough. Maybe I should have cast a heroism as well. There's no way this army's gonna survive this turn. These all count as spellcasters, don't they? That means their defense goes up by their resistance, which must be very high indeed. It's been an hour and a half. Supposed to go for another half. 22 defense! Dispel it. Oh, that's it. And the whole army gets wrecked. Doggone it. Shit. I bumped one Nightblade. Because I couldn't see it on the map. I bumped one Nightblade. One. She killed all the units that bumped into it. Have all my money, doggone it. All of it. Just knock it off. You've taken 3 nodes. You've wrecked so much stuff. Holy crap. I'm really trying, but oh my gosh, this game. This is not even the powerful, dangerous opponent. Just all aboard them. And hope we don't bump into anything else invisible. Oh my gosh. No, Dispelling Wave can hit combat enchantments. It's the only thing that can hit combat enchantments. I'm gonna need more of these to get this stuff out of here. Turn before I would have done this. My heroes are sitting next to her capital. Though honestly, after that, I'm not sure that they can take her capital. I'm rigging up all of my forces for when it's time to strike. No, nothing good in the death book. Black Sleep was the only good spell in it. I mean, skeletons are good, but at this point in the game, they don't do anything. Well... Yes, I do. I can double cast it. My armies are amassing right now for this. Oops. I've got the double cast ready. I just need to finish positioning things. As she's already shown, she can pretty much wipe everything I have away pretty quickly. I'm not certain if this is even gonna work, but we're trying. We are trying our best. This was the strongest game I could think of, the strongest build I could think of. If anything, that just proved that starting the war prematurely would be an utter disaster for me. That I was afraid it might be. Boy, these stacks better be capable of taking her cities. With firestorms, I hope it's enough. She's gonna be able to take some of the cities back. I mean, that stack of angels and archangels, ugh. I really wish I had archangels. Oh man, do I wish I had some of the life spells she's got. Crusade, oh man. If I start burning cities, I've lost the game. I think we proved that last game I played. If I have to burn cities, I've already lost the game. I've conceded it to all the other players whose cities I'm not currently burning. Because I am losing all of my armies, and I am not gaining anything in return. The only way burning cities is a strategy is if the person whose cities you're burning is the only threat left on the board to you. In other words, if I was burning green cities, if I go in and start burning the cities of these two, not a plan. Not a plan. Alright, let's see. In. Oh, of course. Alright, you're all in there? Good. Alright, keep going. Go deliver those guys over there. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Here, you can have a turtle. Okay. Keep them coming. So many beetles. Is it better work? She can even call paladins mid-battle. I wish I could do that. Alright. Go, go, go. Alright, we'll get you resupplied somehow. Actually, I have these three. They can go to you. Alright, somebody was supposed to get these, and I guess it's you. Okay, good, good, good. Keep them rolling. The tides of beetly darkness are come upon your shores. I can't believe I gave her 5,000 gold. Good grief. Yeah. No. The lairs that have not been cleared have great worms or storm giants in them. There were a few Mirren ones, but they're way the heck out of the way. They had great drakes in them. No, I don't think Beetlejuice can save me, I'm afeard. None of Tim Burton's characters could save me now. Pretty sure Beetlejuice would be a hero unit. I'm kind of hoping she starts the spell of mastery and everyone breaks their alliances and attack her. That's the scariest thing about her, is that on top of how deadly she is, she's got those alliances. And that's largely been what's been shaping my strategy against her, is the fear of those alliances. Alright. Hop over to here. Okay, you to deliver those. I'm glad floating islands are cheap. Because I need a lot of them. Okay, go. Alright, good enough. All off. And a new island is born. You know, if I built enough floating islands to fill up the entire sea, think we could just start building cities out there? Okay, go back. We need to scoop up more of these guys. Sure, you can keep the turtle. Ah, in there. Okay, go. Yeah, I mean, you need a strong early, mid, and late game. My plan was the slingers were the early, and the mid to late game would be heroes and spells, thanks to all my research. I didn't get any of the spells I was hoping for, but even so... Yeesh. This mode, man, I tell ya. Giving away that money really hurt. My economy is largely broken right now. Another load of magicians. Alright. Okay. Okay, you're gonna go forth to deliver them. No. Go this way. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're probably not gonna get slingers. Ever. So you're just gonna get magicians. Your armies will be a little bit varied. Barbarians have their uses. They're great at clearing out nodes, but I really hate using berserkers. They artificially inflate your combat, your army strength, so you can avoid wars potentially, unless they want to declare on you for having large militaries. But I hate berserkers because their resistance is so low. Literally, possession, black sleep, possession has turned so many berserkers against my own army, and they're already in your own ranks when they get possessed, so they immediately turn and kill something. That... It's not that barbarians are bad, but then also, okay, you've got berserkers instead of slingers. They have to walk across the battlefield and connect with the enemy because they're melee instead of just slinging to death. And if you went to war against somebody with a pile of wizard magicians and they happened to have anything, black sleep, any spell that calls for save or you get wrecked, the magicians will just cast that spell on every berserker you have and all your berserkers will fold. funk, so they don't answer magicians, which is the one thing slingers are afraid of. And you can try to resist magic them or something, but the halflings are giving me this great research bonus. This insane research bonus. The barbarians wouldn't. I think that the barbarians, you could build a strategy around them, but it wouldn't be anything like this strategy. I'm honestly a little bit skeptical of them as a major power. Go ahead and scoop those 3 up. Go get more bugs. Clackons might work better. They're stag beetles, if you were building around those. The problem is that whole, you know, heroism, they're a little bit slower than slingers to come into play, and the flame blade doesn't do as good on a single figure. But, clackons might work. There are other races that could work. Believe it or not, I could have tried this build with the high men. They build buildings quickly, and you could just you basically use bowmen with these buffs. They're not nearly as good as the slingers, but they're, you know, with the buffs in play, they can still be pretty decent, and they can get paladins to lead them for +1. But the best race for this, other than halflings, was lizardmen. The javelins, the javelineers, are almost as good as slingers. They're a bit better at melee, not quite as good at ranged. I think they get less volleys, I'm not sure. They're really good. And then they have dragon turtles. But the halfling have food production and research, and I went with the halflings. What? Oh, doggone it. I'm not trying to move an island up there. That's just silly. Oh, that was an interesting movement. Okay. Now you are going to slide over here. And there. Okay, great. Okay. We're gonna get these to those points. Okay. Alright. And now you just march through the deserts. Look, I don't know where you're going, but you should get out. Okay, that's not right. I guess you were going here? I guess. Alright. We've almost got our forces in position. We've got a few more angels to buff. I don't want the angels falling, that's why I'm buffing them, because they're the holy bonus. And an added spellcaster. Heavy Nightmare. Yeah, I love Dark Elves. Oh, they're so good. You know, actually, Draconians are good too. Yeah, I know. This attack is going to be a total surprise. They'll never see it coming. Even though she already messed up one of the armies and took 3 nodes away from me. Hey, I guess I have cause for the war now. Yeah, I can't pretend to that. This might just be I might just lose this war, like, really fast. This might go the other way. I mean, look at how many archangels she's got in motion. I keep wondering if I shouldn't divide my heroes 6 ways to put one in each of 6 stacks. I'm leaning more and more towards it. I know, I talked about that earlier. I can't believe nobody ever settled it. It seems a crime. But I'm busy. After what I saw, I don't think my heroes can take her capital. She's got a global that's been giving them 10 times the experience mine are getting every turn. And she's got 3 of them in there with wall-to-wall archangels. And since archangels have no maintenance cost, they're never going away. And since I have no high-end summon, well, there's not really a whole lot I can do about it. Oh my gosh, this is in my way. Your stupid boat is in my way. But you know what? That's fine. I have half a mind to just make a floating island and just hop my units into it, move 3 tiles, make another one, and so on to speed them across the map. Oh yes, that's totally a thing I could do, by the way. Here, you two get in there. No, if I don't keep my heroes together, I'll lose them. I don't think I can take that with them. They should probably be plotting to take whatever city doesn't fall to the army that's supposed to deal with it. Well, don't need you no more. My army is so insane. You know what? Actually, I'll probably just leave some beetles over here, too. What are you doing here? Get out of my way! You're an obstruction. Not much of one, though. But still. Okay, that's almost done. More food. Can't believe how many farmers I'm running. I don't think I've ever had armies this spectacularly oversized. This is ridiculous. And it's not enough. At the same time. Ridiculous and not enough. Because not only am I planning for this war, I'm planning for the one after it, which it'll trigger. But this has to be absolutely overwhelming. Man, what I wouldn't give for Crusade. With a horde like this. The more units you have, the better spells like that look. But hey, at least I have holy arms, right? Alright. Your slingers and magicians are on the way. Oops! Ah. Well, you live there now. Pay maintenance of 8 a turn on the stupid thing that any ranged unit will rip apart. Well, considering that she's got a life spell that instantly removes all corrosion effects in the area around it, makes it immune to chaos and death spells that she's been putting on her cities, and I'm oh so hoping that Firestorm isn't included in that resistance pack. Oh, I'm hoping the Firestorms work anyway. Yeah. Also, I don't have Warp Node. Or any of those kind of curses to speak of anyway. I have like 1 death book and 1 chaos book. Those just weren't in my cards. So, sadly, those aren't options. No, 2 chaos books, because I wanted Flaming Blade, that's right. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do like that. My hope is that I can take 2 cities a turn by firestorming 2 cities and attacking, and firestorming 2 cities and attacking, and so on. Her armies are going to respond, and this is going to be bad because her combat spells are significantly better than my own. Yeah, I'll take them. Back to the Adamant Slingers, please, if you would, men. Alright. We can just hop aboard one of those. That'll get more magicians in place. Go, go, go. Out of the way. In. Okay. Great. You're dragging them. You shouldn't be. I'll figure it out. Maybe. I get as strong an early game as possible. I think. Anyway, we'll see how this plays out very, very, very soon. I have massed and massed an unbelievable army. Oh look, they're settling it finally. Took them long enough. I wonder what they're settling it with. Halflings, most likely. I have no objections to that. You took my nodes, you jerks. I'm so annoyed that she took so many of my nodes. Yeah, I really, really, really wish I had gotten... I mean, I got... What, 4? Did I get 4 very rare spells? None of the ones I wanted, though. I'd really been hoping. I had thought a lot about death magic. See, another design I've got... Your mid-game would be Shadow Demons. there's, you know, no easy hard counters to them quite like the slingers. I mean, there's Holy Word later on, but and your late game would be archdemons. You'd go conjurer, you'd have heavy death magic, and then you just needed a strong early game, so you'd pick a race that would give you that. But ideally, again, halflings are really good for the raw amount of research they provide, but you could go with a Mirren race instead. Ooh. Like, there's a lot of options to build around that, depending on retorts and the other spell books you give yourself. That was another one I toyed with a bunch. Okay, so we got Highmen, Magicians, and now Warlocks. This will be interesting. Okay, Slingers are coming out again. I'll start putting them over here. Okay, look, guys, just keep going. Oh my gosh. Alright. Out, you guys need to go that way. Okay, you don't have them. Okay, so this stack still needs Slingers and Magicians. And hey, look at this! Magicians, Slingers! So we got this. Alright, throw what's left over here. From here on out, just dump them on this shore, just to get them on the correct continent. Okay. Go, go, go. Get up there. Just get them all up there. Don't stop producing. The war is beginning at last. The war to end all wars. I can start it. I don't think I can end it, but I will try. The last pieces are flying into place. Okay. Look at this big old heap of magicians. I wonder what they're for. Well, these guys have a slot. There's an open slot over there. Oh, you can't go that way? Alright, fine. Alright. Just sit tight. You're never gonna make it back for another load of anything. More food! Okay. Gaia's Blessing, that would be nice. Green City enchantment that heals curses around them. Yeah. Cleans away the corruption, yep. Okay, wait. Wait. Okay, fine. I think once these guys move up and I get the Warlocks and Highmen Magicians into the stacks, I think we'll go. Oh crap, I need to finish buffing my angels. Whoops. Oh, my treasuries are so low now. I'm not going to end today until I've done at least the first step in this assault. In this brutal, brutal war. If everything goes the way I want, I will have this entire continent done in 6 moves. The odds of it working in my favor, according to plan, is very low. I don't have enough bribe money to try to make friends. Oh. Huh. Really? I agree with the haste, but 10 spell skill, is that it? Come on now. Fate has more. What is this before the 2nd season when they get those cool chamber things that are like shells being ejected from it? It's gotta be more than 10 spell skill. Not sure why it gives elemental armor. Her power-ups seem to be the opposite of having armor. Oh, that's nice. Alright, just go down here. In. Okay. Up you go. Okay. Everything's converging. Wish turtles would stop getting stuck on my islands. You know what? It's actually not the worst idea to have one of these walls here. Just take it out. Yeah, over there. Everybody off. Oh boy. I might be taking that. You do owe me a few nodes, don't you? They're already all loaded up. At this turn, I am not forgetting. Come on, go, go, go. Wish I could set rally points. That would be nice. Just wait. Okay. Right. Okay. The magicians and things are coming here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have so many units. This is ridiculous. Okay. Now, have you got both buffs? You do. Oh, the maintenance costs. There's a reason my back is being broken by all this stuff. Alright, 3 of them left. We can make this a countdown of 3 turns till it goes off, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure the magicians will get here in 3 moves. So it'll probably take a slight bit longer. Oh, hey, I can cast so fast. Okay. Yes, she keeps all of her globals while she's banished. What states is this In-N-Out Burger in? Oh, there's none in my town. I have no idea if there's one in Anchorage or not. There's, I remember way back there was a chain called Hot and Now, and it was amazing. You'd pay 29 cents, and they'd hand you a hot hamburger in like instant speed. It was crazy. They could do that. They could do just a burger, fries, and a soda. That was their entire menu. But my gosh, they were cheap, and they would just boom. It was amazing. I ignore boycotts by and large. I decided a long time ago politics got into too many things, and I was not gonna let it decide what brand of ketchup or where I bought a burger. It's like, no, that's stupid. If I want a burger, I'll buy a burger. At wherever is convenient, or whatever I think tastes the best. And that will be the end of it. And I have largely stuck with that as I've gotten older. Oh, I don't know what to do with this. I guess I'll just put it over here. Okay. Drop it over here and have them run up this way, or I could try to insert them there. Okay, go. Alright, out. Get into that. Alright, they'll be there soon. All my buffs are in place. What do I do to give myself maximum chances of success now? I could summon more things. I could rest so I have more mana. Yeah, let's go for the more mana thing. My cities are fairly well defended. They're not really impenetrable or anything, but I've done what I can for them. Okay, you can just set. Hordes. The greatest army ever assembled. Feels kind of small next to all those Hadriex. Don't ask me. If you want to know about what restaurants are up in Alaska, you can ask me that. As long as it's not asking me about a place I haven't been up here. Or haven't been often. I hear about all kinds of fast food chains that I've never been in, never seen. I was super excited a few years back when I went south to visit my grandmother, and I got to eat at a Dunkin' Donuts. I finally got to find out what that was, and what all the fuss was about. Making donuts out of cake batter instead of basically bread. Okay. It's a good idea. Don't know why everyone doesn't do that. It was good. I also got to try a Red Robin. That was nice too. Someday I have the weirdest thing. It's like the weirdest ambitions. One of them is someday I just want to travel around Like, just like travel state to state around the country, visiting museums and ghost towns and cool stuff, but mostly so that I can try to eat everywhere. Just want to travel around and try all the different food. I probably won't get the opportunity. I mean, maybe if I'm ancient and retired, I could. See, I don't even know what a cruller is. We don't have those here. I'm not a big donut fan myself. I mean, they're okay. The Dunkin' Donut ones were considerably better than the ones that we make around here, but like I said, I don't know why everyone doesn't make them that way. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pass one more turn without casting anything to save up a little more, because my reserves are way down. And this is gonna be... I have a feeling that the counterstroke is going to be a lot of battles. And I may actually be able to burn up thousands of mana crystals per turn. Barbecues. Actually, I've heard about just how much variety there is in different ways to barbecue. Up here, barbecue is, you throw some hot dogs or some burger patties on a grill. Done. That's it. That's the sum total of our barbecue tech. Okay. Fetch more and more. Oh, who put these boats here? Doggone it, Reimu. Maybe that's what I declare war over. Can't keep your fishing vessels out of my harbors, doggone it. This means war. And you took 3 nodes, you jerk. You know, actually, we had a Chili's briefly. It lasted for a few years, and then it went out of business. But we had one, and I ate there a couple of times. I wasn't super impressed. It did not impress me much. One of their ideas was these tiny little itty-bitty hamburgers. I was like, I'm not ordering that. Why would anyone order that? Microscopic burgers? I'm gonna order a burger. You can go to Food Factory and order, like, a burger! Go with an even split on those. Alright. They move into position next turn. The turn after will be the final move for today. Or possibly the final move, depending on how bad Reimu's counterattack is. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna do this. Well, we'll pass one more turn. Then we're gonna do this. You know, if this war does work, this is possibly the most setup I've ever done, ever, for a war. Ever. Quite possibly, for any game. But, even if this is successful, it might have an absurdly epic ending. It's entirely possible that when it comes to taking the capital, every single thing just about will be converging on that capital, like just these endless hordes. At which point, any assault that dispels or kills at least one thing will be considered a success, even if it cost an entire stack. Like, it just might go that way. Okay. Alright. More random stuff. Hold on. These can be moved up this way. The beetles can't, so they'll sit. Just a spare army, just hanging out. Is there nothing left to pick up and deliver? You're gone. John X? Ah, I heard from him, like, just recently. He seems like he's doing okay. He should actually just be starting he should be starting a new job of some kind or something. But everything sounds like it's going fine. Okay. All right. Look at those, all that money and stuff. And when did you get a Death in Nature spellbook? Doggone you. Where did those come from? Curses. Alright, go, 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 go. Sheep burgers? Alright. Last minute spells. Anything. I don't think so. I think we're pretty much done. Okay. This is it, guys. Let's see how this turn goes. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This world has known long, long, long periods of peace. It is time to shatter that peace. If this works. If this works. If this works. Oh, please have this work. I feel like I've let too much time pass setting this up, but can't think of any other way to do it. I still haven't gathered enough money back together to equal the giant bribe I gave her to knock it off. Most expensive Nightblade I've ever bumped into. Good grief. And it killed all my men. Urgh. Bah. Fine. Oh, I was gonna give you money next. I was just checking things. Okay. You go that way. Yes! Go! Okay, you lot, get in there. Go. In. In. Okay, we've got 4 islands loaded. Loaded to the limit. On their way with further troops. And more forming up back here. Ready to be sent out. We have 4 spare stacks here. Some junk here and, you know, just some spare stacks all abouts. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. Oops. We're gonna try to take 2 in one turn. Oh my gosh, is this a terrible idea or not? No, no, I should be... It's gotta do more killing. They can all heal themselves, and that Supreme Light spell. That Supreme Light spell puts their defense so high. Huh, he didn't Supreme Light. How odd. I need to be able to 4 times Firestorm. Nobody's died yet. 2 can play at the prayer game. Oh, come on. Get over there. Okay. In. Yes. There's nothing to sling against, unless she summons a paladin. Okay, I can have 1 back. The slinger. Okay, 1. 1 city, and it's well defended now. Producing quite a lot. Our economy can begin to recover. Not to mention food. I've been having a problem with that lately. Okay. What's it look like if I hit a city like this? Oh, I wish I could Firestorm again. What's the best target? Ooh. Things go badly. I have spare stuff over here with the heroes. Maybe they should even be the ones that make the strike. she's not casting Supreme Light. Oh, that's annoying. Slinger fight! I can do that. Not hitting hard enough. Actually. Okay. Man, I wish I had spell lock. No, melee! Ugh. Did you just miss? And its buffs are gone. Zombie? Really? Summon zombie? I know you're proud of your newfound death book, but that seems an odd choice to... Oh, those were my zombies. Oh no, I was gonna res the slingers. Oh well. Oh, right. I had a thingy. Okay, and that's what it does. I was wondering. Another town that produces lots of stuff that's now mine. I can slide this into here next. Alright. I'm not so sure about this. Well. I have multiple armies here. Let's just start hitting it and see what happens. Why aren't you using Supreme Light? These are spellcasters. Highway to the danger zone. When I was younger, I always thought the lyrics were, "I've been to the danger zone." Blur. Or should I start doing lion hearts? These guys are tough. Oh, I know what I should hit them with. Whoops! Of course, our specialist will make this. I'm dispelling enchantments in the city. What good is Bless? That's not what I want to get rid of. I want to see all the heroisms gone. Looks like there weren't that many of them to begin with. Turtles are slow. Well, I've dispelled some stuff off the city at least. Oh, there's the Supreme Light. Yeah, now the defense is absurd. Well, this attack was just a probe of their defenses. And I guess I dispelled some of those defenses. That did not go well. It's funny, I thought I dispelled Stream of Life. Didn't I dispel Stream of Life and Peace Altar? I'd swear I did. I feel like I need firestorms to take the cities. I can't just push stacks in. We've got armies, but without the firestorms, this is not going to work. But boy, do we ever have the armies. All right! Wednesday. Her counterstrokes will fall. I do not know how that will turn out. It could be very, very, very bad indeed for me. But we were able to end today by taking 2 cities. Step 1. Our heroes will probably come and hit this next. It's a start. Oh my gosh. Supreme Light in 18 turns, a useful spell. Oh my gosh. So much. Such a discrepancy. Oh, such a discrepancy in power. She's also got the chosen one. I might just get crunched. I don't know. If I keep going, though, every turn I should be able to take multiple cities. One with the hero stack, one with the double firestorm. It's possible I could even get a triple firestorm off once every so many turns. So... the thing I'm most terrified of is still the peace treaties. I'll probably be gifting piles of cash to Green, try to keep her out of this war. Well, yeah, I know, when I get to that, oh man. So, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.